Episode 4, The Firemaker, is certainly the one with the most meat on the bones. The fiery conclusion is full of thrill and enough spectacle to keep anyone glued to the TV. In fact, it's responsible for not just one, but two of my favourite images ever put to screen. Skulls on fire, and this, the Doctor looking back before entering the TARDIS, on the run from the tribe of Gum. There is also a great sequence where our heroes are privy to the final climactic showdown between Cal and Zar. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so I'll begin by picking up where part 3 left off. Our heroes ambushed by the tribesmen. On their return to the cave, there is a terrific scene where the Doctor tricks Zar into revealing his bloody stone, proving that he killed the old mother. It's a great moment of cunning for the Doctor, and you can just absolutely see Hartnell loving every moment.
I have never seen a better knife.
I will show you one.
This knife shows what it has done. There is blood on it. I did not kill her. You killed the old woman.
It's in moments like these where we really understand who the Doctor is. That the hard, aged exterior may just be that, an exterior hiding layers of mischief. I am put in mind of Fagin from the Charles Dickens classic Oliver Twist, but in particular how he is portrayed in the 1968 musical Oliver by Ron Moody, who delivers a suitably doctorish performance as the conniving, light-fingered fox. Working together, the Doctor and Ian lead the tribe in forcing the evil Cal out into the forest.
Yes! Drive him out! He killed the old woman!
Zar, now recovered and taking his place as leader, does not free the Doctor and co as one would expect, but instead declares that they should once again return to the Cave of Skulls. It is there that he will learn the secret of fire, or kill them. Before that though, Ian tells Zar that Cal is no stronger than the whole tribe, and this sticks with him as he tries to understand what is meant by it.
I do not understand.
The whole tribe drove Cal away with the stones. The whole tribe can collect more fruit than one. The whole tribe can kill a beast, where one of the tribe would die.
Zal and her discuss how strange their prisoners seem to be, not only by the way they dress, with skins on their feet, but how they cared for Zar in the forest. Their faces not fierce, but like a mother guarding her baby.
I did not understand them. Their hands moved slowly and their faces were not fierce.
They seem puzzled, perhaps too puzzled, as to the love and care they show so readily. As said previously, I think it's a stretch to say the tribe of Gum would not understand this, despite how savage they may be. I guess we're meant to believe that Team TARDIS has, by their very arrival, stepped on a few butterflies and changed the course of human history forever. The idea of memory being important emerges once again with Zar decoding Ian's words.
I will speak with him. I must hear more things to remember. The leader would have things to remember.
It's about this time we are treated to a glorious sequence of Team TARDIS watching aghast Zar and a returned Cal fight to the death in the light of the very thing they seek to control. It's a brutal sequence, wonderfully directed, and much like the previous 3 episodes, far from what we may consider today to be suitable for children. Ian successfully creates fire, and this appeases Zar, who immediately wishes to show his tribe and go hunting for meat to cook. He has secured himself as leader, but does not wish to let his prisoners go. Ian explains to him that the person who can make fire is the least important in the group, because they all know how to make fire. And what of the power struggle between Ian and the Doctor? Well, Ian straight up tells Zar, and the audience for that matter, that no, he is not the leader.
You were called friend. I am Zar. You are the leader of your tribe?
No. He is our leader.
Though one should consider that he is simply appeasing the designated driver. The most important person in their group, after all, is the person capable of taking them home. Team TARDIS manage to escape, and the tribe enters the cave to see 4 skulls with fire burning within. For a moment, they believe them to be dead, before one of them falls over and they realise that actually, they've just escaped out the back door, distracting them with some old bones sitting on top of their torches.
Night! The dark will hide them!
With fire! It is day!
One of the things I really like about this entire serial is the fact that pretty much all the characters' choices backfire on them, mostly due to the shift in power dynamics. Here, by showing Xar how to make fire, they've now reduced their possibility of escape as the tribe come after them. The chase sequences throughout the serial leave a lot to be desired, though. The camera is often far too close to the action, and it's quite obvious that the main cast are just jogging on the spot while some poor buggers are stood off screen giving them a good whack with some leaves. There is also the issue of Susan, who does not really get to do much in this story, which is odd considering her place in episode 1. With Team TARDIS now safely back in, well, the TARDIS, we learn that the Doctor does not know, or at the very least can't remember, how to fly it. The episode ends with them landing on a mysterious, dead planet, where the radiation is off the scale. Overall, I give The Firemaker an 8 out of 10, and if my calculations are correct, the entire serial, that's parts 1, 2, 3 and 4, a combined score of 7.5 out of 10. An Unearthly Child is a strong start to Doctor Who, and certainly in line with Sidney Newman's remit of giving the kids real history.
You know me, pop, pop, pop.
As a piece of drama, it's well crafted, aside from a few technical problems, and gets underway with quite some speed, which is a surprise considering that we are consistently told it is much slower, therefore boring compared to the new stuff. I vehemently disagree, and can honestly say that I enjoyed myself very much. The highlight being the personal dramas of all involved. The parallels between the Doctor's feud with Ian and that of Xar and Cal, particularly strong. Jacqueline Hill's performance as Barbara also shines, and although she does not have as much to do or say as Ian or the Doctor, her emotional and moral contribution to the story is most effective, highlighting the key humanness so missing from the incumbent Doctor. The story is let down, however, by losing sight of who or what Susan should be. Even Ian and Barbara become less and less interested as the story goes on, and I think that remains to be a missed opportunity. It would have brought some roundness to the story if in part 4 her presence is integral to the team's survival. You could argue that her playing around with flaming torches and skulls does exactly that, but I would disagree. In that way, she's accidentally stumbling upon a solution, rather than engineering it. I'd have also liked a scene where Barbara confesses that despite how awful it's been at times, she's glad they followed Susan home. That she's seen more than she ever thought possible, certainly more than her history books could ever provide. But aside from these little niggles, and they are just little niggles, An Unearthly Child is highly recommended, not only to Who fans, as a must-watch, but also for the bucket list of any sci-fi fan or admirer of British television history. One final note before I bid adieu to this review is that it's interesting also that we're dealing with tribesmen discovering fire, and of course, the fireplace quickly becomes significant to human culture in that we sit around and tell each other stories, and stories that cross the generations. How fitting then that a TV show that was made to bring together the whole family and entertain them on various different levels chose this setting as its very first story.